What's up with y'all out there? What's up, social media, YouTube, IG, all the way around the nation? This is Nyerere Jase again. As you guys know, I've been reading my chapters of my Gangsta Jaketv Result of a Snitch series, and I'm about to pick up at chapter 11. For those that don't know, this is a night out on the town. As you guys already know, it's unscripted. We ain't doing no rehearsal. We ain't doing no going back and forth. We just gonna read it out the way it come out, and that's the way you guys gonna get it. Been checking a whole lot of people out on social media, and I've been want to be a part of this process because you know what? It's all good in the hood. We're gonna make it happen together. But just to let you guys know, what I'm doing is I'm doing a all live read of my books, my whole series. Hey, they're scrapping over there. No. Anyway, it's a message to the madness. The Gangsta Jaketv Result of a Snitch series is in the process of getting on the road. We're in pre-production of it, so I want you guys to help me get this process going by making a purchase of my books. Any one of them. I got a few of them out here. I got part 1, I got part 2, I got part 3. Part 1 is the end result of a snitch, as you guys already know. That's part 1. Part 2 is actually Path of Terror. Gangsta Jaketv, Path of Terror. That's the second part of the trilogy. And part 3 is Gangsta Jaketv, Peace Treaty 2017. This book right here, the one made me who I am. It made me want to change my life to be on a different path, if you will. Because the first book started off real wild, all about buck wild shit going on, killing snitches, going up, going down. You know what I'm saying? This nigga partying, turning up, freaking threesomes. You know, he having fun, he having a ball, man. He doing his shit. He's a gangster. He a real motherfucker. LA street motherfucker. But as time went on, he started changing his life. He wanted to be a different person. He wanted to do something good for society. But I'm gonna read a little bit of it. I'm gonna catch you guys up to the trilogy in the read. And for those that don't know, this is chapter 11. It's gonna be a night out on the town. I'm Nyerere Jase. This is my channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. By all means necessary. Let me give you guys a bar. While driving down 105th in Broadway, Michelle came up to a Michelle came up with a 2-day agenda for the time they were going to be on the East Coast. First, they might swing by the hotel, freshen up, and then get a bite to eat, head to JR restaurants, and later head to a nightclub called Tunnels on the west side. And for those that haven't caught up to the 11 chapters, you can always go back. You can check me out on YouTube, catch up to the 11 chapters. I know it's a process, or you can just purchase the book. Just tap into the DM right there. Say, hey, what's up, now? Hit me up with a book. I need the first copy. Let me catch you up to the trilogy. That's the password. Catch up to the trilogy. Get up in the DM. I'm gonna send you guys a signed copy. You can read along with me, or whatever you want to do. I'm here for you guys. Just be here for me, and we're gonna support each other by all means necessary. But at any rate, let me continue on with this read. Baby, we're gonna have so much fun. I can't wait for everyone to get an eye full of my man, honey. There's gonna be some nice people out. There's some nice people out here in Brooklyn. I wish my girl Robin could be out here with us. She and I go way back. That's my girl. Where did you say that nightclub was located? He asked, hoping to erase Robin's mind from their conversation. Oh, it's right over that bridge, baby. Michelle pointed at the Brooklyn Bridge, which could be seen from the street they were traveling down. Those lights right over there, that's Manhattan, baby. Word is bond? Word is bond. When did you start talking like that? Ain't that how they talk out here on this end? He smiled before putting out a stack of sticky green from his tennis ball he had. Look, in my Gucci bag in the back seat, baby. As a matter of fact, why don't you roll up a blunt instead of using them zigzags? I have a cigarette in the ashtray. A blunt? I'm cool on the blunt shit. With the amount of weed it will take to roll a blunt, I can roll 10 joints. What happened, baby girl? Don't worry about it. Hey, it's unscripted, baby, so we moving right along. Don't worry about that camera. Get it right. We gonna keep moving. Anyway, basically what's happening right here, just to let y'all know, Gangsta Jake, he's in Brooklyn, New York now. He done ran out of, actually he didn't run out of things to do. Basically, he left his list of informants in Brooklyn, New York. He's on his way to Brooklyn, New York, to actually get a list of informants to go knock off the people. Just to let you guys know, on Instagram and TikTok, that's what I'm doing. I'm catching you guys up to the 3-book series. I'm reading chapter per chapter. I'm on chapter 11. You guys can go purchase the book, catch up to the trilogy, or you can go back and check out the chapters that I read thus far. Got to catch them on YouTube though. It's not on IG. But at any rate, we're gonna move the story right along. So basically, he told her, "Look at my Gucci bag in the back seat. As a matter of fact, why don't you roll up a blunt instead of zigzags? I have a cigarette in an ashtray. He like a blunt. I'm cool on the blunt with the amount of weed it will take to roll a blunt up. I can roll 10 joints up to smoke. Mind you, Gangsta Jaketv got the penitentiary, so he's been smoking them little bitty joints and shit. He ain't tripping on no big ass blunts. So he cool with that. He said the size of his joints was small, but he felt the full effect. Once the chronic kicked in, Rohan began cracking jokes on nearly everyone they drove past on the streets. Tears were running out of Michelle's eyes when she pulled inside their hotel parking lot. She knew he was a comedian, but never imagined him being so funny. I know you were trying to bounce into the club, but I'm trying to bounce inside of that pee hole, as my pop used to say it. Gangsta Jake whispered to his girl while opening up the room door, hugging her from behind. Her fat ass felt so good pressed up against the center of his pants that his shaft was starting to get erect. Michelle felt the budge and decided to mess with his head. You're sticking it in the wrong hole. What? He said. The key to the room. Is that what you're referring to? Oh, okay. Damn, I'm tripping. I think I smoked too much. Let me make sure I stick it in the right hole then. Oops, I mean the right way. See there, I got your freaky self back on track. Gangsta Jake was so high from the weed he smoked, he could not open their door hotel up. Damn, I'm tripping. I said Gangsta Jake was so high from the weed he smoked, he could not open their hotel door without a helping hand. To get him refocused, Michelle reached her hands behind her butt cheeks and grabbed him by his shaft. Give me this key before we end up standing up, being still up here all night. By the time they made it inside the room, Gangsta Jake had become hard as a barbecue bone. Within 2 minutes of foreplay, he was digging Michelle out. He put it down well. She changed her mind about going out to the club. All she wanted to do was lay up asshole naked with her man and sleep the night away. Gangsta Jake wasn't having it though. He was the one who eventually woke up and spoke on going out. He wanted to see what Brooklyn was all about. At his request, they hopped out the bed, got dressed, and made their way to the club, right? This music was bumping like a motherfucker, he screamed inside Michelle's ear. The club was packed from wall to wall with some of the cutest females from New York. It took nearly an hour to get inside the club. Gangsta Jake could not believe how fine the women were on the East Coast. Dark skin, light skin, big booties, tight booties, white, black, Latinos, all different flavors were on deck at Tunnels. Missy Elliott cut, work it, vibrated in every nook and cranny of the club. The disc jockey was on one with his turntable, mixing, scratching, and filling requests. He went from work it to Mob Deep joint, got it twisted. Their cut was fresh off the press, and the club was feeling it. Party over here, fuck you over there, the DJ announced over the microphone, hyping the dance floor up. When he hypnotized up by Biggie Small into the system, the whole crowd turned up. The partygoers turned the volume of noise up. They loved Biggie Small. Everyone danced and cheered to hypnotize like it was a new cut. Come on, baby. Let's dance, Michelle yelled in Gangsta Jake's ear. He had not danced in public in years, but that did not stop him from shaking their leg. Back in the penitentiary, Gangsta Jake would win all the crip walking contests against his homies. He had rhythm and did not mind showing his skills off to Michelle or to the Brooklyn public. Go baby, go, go baby, go. Once Michelle saw how good he danced, she became excited that people nearly noticed. She became excited that people nearby noticed and began cheering him on as well. Gangsta Jake enjoyed the attention. The music, combined with the crowd, gin, and weed in his system, had him feeling good and full of himself. The boy was living one. Dancing freely among a crowd that big is something he played in his mind over and over back when he was doing time. He was thrilled about his moment of fame. At that instant, no one could tell him shit. When Gangsta Jake when the Gangsta Party by Tupac and Snoop Dogg came on, he began to crip walk in the middle of the dance floor, drawing a couple of hundred people around him. The DJ then mixed Ain't Nothing But a G Thing in behind Gangsta Party, which prompted Gangsta Jake to hold up the Avalon gang sign with his left hand, dig into his pocket, and pull out a blue rag with the other. He then waved the bandana in the air and put it down and put down some crip walking moves no one had never seen in their entire life. No, that nigga didn't, a cute female also from Los Angeles told her girlfriend with an innocent smirk on her face. She could tell by the way he was dancing that he was a straight up gangbanger out of her town. She had been around enough gangbangers to realize he was not from New York, but from Los Angeles. Her name was Nancy Kelly. Nancy was 5 feet 6 inches, who took very good care of herself. Her dangerous curves and smooth brown skin made Nancy one of the most attractive females in the club. Gangsta Jake dancing alone gave her all the reasons to believe he was at the club by himself. Well, at least without a female companion. His bold attitude and gangster mentality instantly caught her attention. She liked what she saw. Nancy was a professional dancer who had appeared in several big star videos. Her girlfriend Tara and sister Suzette also talked her into joining him on the dance floor. By Gangsta Jake being her flavor, it did not take her much to convince Nancy. She gave Tara her purse and made her way to the dance floor. When Gangsta Jake saw Nancy dancing toward him, he held his hand out and allowed her to join him. The party was off the chain as the two hopped and glided across the dance floor. They were having a ball representing Los Angeles to the fullest. Just to show off, Nancy stretched her right hand over her head before twisting two middle fingers, displaying a West Coast sign. Seeing the letter W on Nancy's slim finger let Gangsta Jake knew she was from the West Coast as well. The club was popping, and Nancy and Gangsta Jake dancing was the center of attraction. Michelle could not believe how open he had become. The last time he came that close to any other female was back at the Barbie Coast. As long as y'all remember what happened at Barbie Coast, boy, Michelle went up. The old girl was doing her thing. But anyway, as Nancy did not go that far, old girl, basically what she was saying, as long as Nancy didn't go that far, as old girl went, she was all right. Everything was going to be okay. Michelle loved how much fun he was having. Whenever he was happy, she was happy as well. Once, What My Name by Sly Boogie mixed in and out to another song, Gangsta Jake closed a circle around him by making his way over to Michelle. Nancy carried on for a minute with the crowd that closed around her. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to the two for displaying so much raw talent. They have more moves than a chess game, the DJ announced over the loudspeaker as he cranked up the volume to Usher's Confession. Everyone on the dance floor clapped before continuing on with their partying. Gangsta Jake left Nancy hanging on the floor while some square-looking brother made an attempt to dance with her. But she was cool with him. Her mind was set on finding out who that fine-ass nigga was, but But what fire ass nigga was, she busted sweat with. Michelle and Gangsta Jake danced a couple of more songs as Nancy and her crew stood idle, sipping on Long Island iced tea. Girl, that green-eyed nigga got it going on, and I'm trying to hook up with him and his fine ass. I think that girl he's dancing with is with him. What would y'all do in a situation like that? If you went to a nightclub and all of a sudden, you know, you had a good little time, you know what I'm saying? You don't really know if the guy got a female over there and, you know, you kind of digging them. Next thing you know, you just maybe want to cuddle up a little bit. Would you continue on? Would you kick back, or what would you do? Drop me a comment. Let me know what you'll do right there. I'm just curious how some of you females think out there, because you know how guys is, you know what I'm saying? You know, it all depends on who the guy is, because everybody ain't doing the same program. But for the most, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. What would y'all do in that situation? Anyway, what the girl was saying, she said, I think the girl he's dancing with is with him. When you guys were dancing, she was all excited, Suzette told her sister. Well, that's too bad for him, because I'm too cute to be getting into it with a female over her man, especially a gangbanger. Tara added her 2 cents in. Shout out to my crew right there. That's actually Nancy, Tara, and Suzette. That's my people. I've been knowing them for quite a while. Nancy's actually I want to say high school sweetheart, but I wasn't in high school. She was back in the days. I've been knowing her since way back then. Shout out to my girl Nancy and Suzette and Tara, who've been riding it out together. Shout out to y'all. So basically, Nancy made the right choice. Michelle did not play around when it came to females flirting with her dude. She was not looking for any problem, but if some occurred, Michelle was fully prepared to deal with them. Gangsta Jake made sure Michelle smuggled her 22 into the club. Getting past security was not a problem for her. At his request, she placed the gun in her panties, and with a little charm along with a $100 bill, she and Gangsta Jake were inside. He could not remember the last time he had so much fun. After a few hours, the couple grew tired and made their way back to the hotel room. Yeah, Gangsta Jake having a little fun out there in New York, man. But you know, he's on a mission. You know, he's on a mission. Don't forget he went out there to get that list of snitch informants' names. Michelle actually, as I mentioned in the beginning of the book, Michelle had been working in the courthouse for quite a year. Quite a bit of years. Her and her girlfriend, and man, they got a lot of information on a lot of snitches. They helped Gangsta Jake get out of jail, and now that he's out, you know, you'd think he'd be out there chilling, trying to be a square, trying to take care of some real business, you know, like how people normally do when they get out of prison. But man, this Gangsta Jake dude, he said, fuck that. I'm not finna go out and be no regular dude. I don't want to be no square. I want to get out and kill snitches. I want to kill police officers. I can't stand them bastards. I want to get them, and guess what? I'm going to get them fast. And you know, he had been locked up in a pen for like 12 years. He had been locked up all these fucking years, and he was like, you know what? Man, I'm about to get out there and kill them snitches. I don't give a damn what nobody's saying. I know we just talked about it in the penitentiary. We talked about it for years. But I'm finna really get out there and put it down, because I'm that type of guy. He was that type of guy. We talking about the Gangsta Jake book. We ain't talking about me, so don't get it misconstrued. And a lot of people be asking me about this book. They be like, man, is that you, the character? I'd be like, really? If this was me, man, this dude's a serial killer. He killed all these people. I'd be in the penitentiary forever. No, it ain't me. But I did write it, and I wrote a whole bunch of them just like this. Hey, tell my boy, X-Con, little X-Con. What's up, boy? I see you out there. See all y'all out there in traffic. So tune in for the next episode of the Gangsta Jake series. How much time we need left, baby? We got about 5 more minutes we need, because man, this 30 is taking a whole lot out of your boy tonight. But you know what? Y'all tune in to the next episode, because we're going to talk about the first book. We're going to talk about a little bit of that book. We definitely going to talk about Gangsta Jake 2017. Tells the whole story about how he dealt with a lot of things, a lot of drama. The boy was turned up in this book, cold-hearted, serial snitch killer. Hated them police, hated them snitches, hated them. Man, went back to death row. Wait a minute, I can't get a whole story. Okay, I got you. I can't get the whole story up right now, but guess what? Before it's over, y'all gonna know the whole story. Y'all gonna know exactly how it happened. And guess what? Y'all gonna help the TV series come to play. It takes a village to raise a family. $20. Guess what? $20. It's gonna last longer than that blunt, Will. So by all means, best of dub, baby, man. $20 for this, 20 for that. My little brother got a book too, Opposite of a Square. Opposite of a Square, that's a good one. Y'all can invest in my little brother too. Great book. Well, that's all my time for now. I'm not gonna prolong the episode because I can't wait to get to the next chapter. There's a lot of drama coming up in this next chapter. Don't forget, he's in New York. When we return, we're gonna be going to chapter. Shit, we going to chapter. I think we're going to chapter 13. Chapter 12, huh? You remember, huh? You keeping up with the story over there? And chapter 12 is going to be, guess what? One of my favorite chapters. The other side of a Gemini, baby. And there's a whole lot to that. The other side of a Gemini. We want all y'all to see it. All cameras see it, baby. Don't check this out. It's a lot of sides of Gemini. Do anybody know a Gemini in their life? Do anybody got a Gemini in their life out there? Tell me. Talk to me. Let me know. I'm a Gemini myself. And don't, as I mentioned, don't think this book is about me because, as I mentioned, too much drama couldn't be me. In no way possible. But I did write about a lot of myself in this book, a lot of my story, you know, just to keep the page turning, you know, just to keep it like the gears turning, the gears going. I had to put a little bit of this in me up in here just to keep it going. And for those that's interested in writing books, by all means, man, get at me. Holler at me. I would definitely put you on the right path. But I can tell you right now, if you write 1 page a day, that would definitely get you going in the right direction. I wrote all these books right here, 1 page a day. 1 page a day. This book, 1 page a day. This book, 1 page a day. That one there, 1 page a day. So if you guys write 1 page a day, 1 page a day. If I wrote a book, anybody could do it, man, because guess what? I done been in and out of penitentiaries. I done been to juvenile hall facilities. I've been dealing with this gangbanging for years. I got a whole lot of drama and a lot of bullshit experience and fucked up time behind me to where I could have just been doing a whole lot of other shit. But I took the time to write 8 books, but I published 4, and you guys can do it too. So if you guys need my help, by all means, tap in. But definitely tap in for the next chapter of the Gangsta Jaketv. I'm coming up with it. This is chapter 11. You guys haven't caught up to chapter 11, but you can check me out on YouTube, catch up to the remaining chapters that's going to be needed to get to the rest of it. Because in this book right here, I only got let me see how many chapters. I think I got about 24 chapters up in this book right here. I'm going to be going through it, and I'm going to be giving you guys a whole lot of information on a whole lot of other things too, dealing with these other channels that I'm going to be working on. But this ain't the only channel I'm working on. I got a couple of channels. And don't forget about my boy Avalon Blue in the Wednesday, hosted by Avalon Blue. He's going to be definitely doing some interviewing some good people throughout the city. We already been interviewing some good people, but we about to interview a whole lot more. And you guys get aboard that. Yeah, 24 chapters, man. So I'm halfway through the book already. You see how fast that was? To read a half a book, you could read a whole book in a short period of time, especially if you love reading. But I know how it is. I know you guys ain't got time to do no read no books. Most of you guys, maybe some of my folks in the penitentiary. Y'all get at me. I definitely will give you some copies out there too. Any penitentiary in the world, in the United States, hit me up. I got you. You can be out the United States for all I care. UK, Africa. I got a special discount for you guys in the penitentiary. Tap me up. Tap in. I'll let you know about the discount. But as I mentioned, I know a lot of people are not into reading. People just want to, they want to look at the visual. That's what that Gangsta Jaketv series back there is all about. Putting this whole thing into a series. Putting it on TV. You guys seen 50 Cent. Power. Right? You seen Snowfall. You seen them all. when you see that Gangsta Jaketv result of a snitch, remember we talked about it right here on this channel. You guys help participate in making that happen. So by all means, when you get a chance, tap that DM and purchase a book, man. You ain't even got to be a reader. Let somebody else read the mother. Tap into the DM, get one of the books, man. Hell, why not tap in? Part 2, Part 3. And shout out to my homegirl Tasha. Girl, your video that we shot at Fat Dog Funeral, man, you crip walking. Boy, that video went 150,000 views. Food shocked the hell out of me. I couldn't believe it. Crip walking got 150,000 views, baby. Girl, you motivated me to do this channel right here. I ain't gonna lie. Because guess what? If I get 150,000 views like this here and people purchasing books, before you know it, that TV series is going to be cracking. People are going to be looking at my station. People are going to be looking at my story on TV. People are going to be like, damn, okay. And that's what I'm interested in. So by all means, when you guys get a chance, tap into these stories. Go to Amazon.com. DM me. I'll send you a signed copy. I'll put up on you with a signed copy. I need your help to get this process up and cracking all the way. You know what I'm saying? How else we gonna get an end? What's up, Bankroll? I see you up in there, boy. How else we gonna get a bankroll? We don't keep grinding these books. I see you out there. Shout out to my boy Bankroll, man. Y'all go over there and see him, man. He got them blunts 24 hours a day. You got them over there right there on the boulevard. Y'all know them girls walk the stroll over there, Long Beach Boulevard. Go over and see my boy. He got the raps right there for you. But anyway, check out these books, man. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Amazon.com. Nyerere. Put that inside that search engine. Before you know it, we're going to be shooting a film, man. We're going to be filming a movie. Oh, and by the way, we've already shot some parts of it. We shot, got a trailer for you guys. I'm going to drop the trailer for you guys probably tomorrow, the next day. But those that have not read the book, purchase the book, or go to my YouTube channel. And because I'm reading the book, I'm on chapter 12. I'm going to chapter 12. I just read chapter 11. Check me out. Catch up to the trilogy. Catch me tomorrow. I'll be on here around the same time tomorrow, reading chapter 12. The following day, I'm going to be reading chapter 13, and so forth, so on. So check me out, because guess what? It takes consistency to make this thing happen. And in order for that consistency to pay off, we just got to keep rolling. And we ain't tripping on no editing. We ain't doing no editing process. What you see is what you get. Don't even think it's finna be scripted up and down, back and forth. You get what you get. And that is what it is. But anyway, I got some things to do. I got a few more projects that I'm working on. One particularly is in the Whip Wednesday, one with Avalon Blue. Y'all be on the lookout for that. We're going to be coming to you. If you got